Hello everyone, welcome to the UKW Arena here in Batley. It's another Friday night and another Friday night showdown. It's the pre-show time. It's a bit noisy in here, we've got some people in.
It is a little bit noisy today, isn't it?
Brett Hadley's here at ringside, Shelby Sidell's here at ringside. Hello.
I am, hello.
How you doing? You alright?
Good, thank you. Yep, that's great.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've got all the people in our ears today.
I've got people in my ears, I've got people over there.
Okay.
We're good. We're here for some wrestling though. It's the strangest of times in the UK this week. It's yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit anyway. We're here to talk wrestling, and last week's Friday Night Showdown, oh my god. I am not over what we saw in that 20 by 20 ring in front of us last week. When, shockingly, we have brand new UK Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
We do indeed, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it is members of the Persian Empire. But that's not the biggest story. The biggest story is how it happened.
Yeah. Fill the people in, Brett.
The Playtime Mafia. Playtime is over, Shelby.
Unfortunately.
It is over because Cerebral Steve somehow decided to take it upon himself to kick his partner in the head and cost them the tag team titles after he quickly accepted the challenge that Jerry Lewis didn't want to accept. Jerry was ready for a night off after a brutal match the week before. I would after that, yeah. After WrestleMania Aftermath, he wanted to take it easy. Cerebral Steve was goaded by the Persian Empire. Mm-hmm. He said, oh, you know what, okay, fine. He knew what he was doing.
It's not very often that we have Steve talk for the Persian Empire. Not Persian Empire.
The Playtime Mafia. Yeah, but he grabbed the microphone and he was like, right, okay, well, we'll do the match. We now know that it was a little bit of, you know, Steve knew what he was doing the whole time.
And it confuses me, Brett, because the Playtime Mafia are one of the strongest teams we had here at UK Wrestling.
The whole thing is very confusing. Why has Cerebral Steve done it? We know he's in the building tonight. I walked past him earlier, he blanked me completely. He didn't say a word. He just walked past me. And I hope that we are going to get some sort of explanation tonight from Cerebral Steve as to what the blimey neck he's doing. Yeah. Because, yeah, he kicked Jerry Lewis in the head and cost them the tag team championships. The bottom line of this is, yes, the Persian Empire actually have gold back in their ranks again. They do. I mean, all Joe and Johan did was take advantage of a situation that was handed to them on a silver platter. You know, I mean, I can't blame them in a way.
I have to question that. Were the Persian Empire involved in the change of Cerebral Steve's thinking?
Maybe. I can't imagine that Cerebral Steve has anything to do with the Persian Empire, but stranger things have happened.
Mm-hmm. What could have got to him in the week, Brett, to make him change so drastically?
I don't know, because they were a tight unit at WrestleMania Aftermath. That hellacious, amazing tornado tag match we saw, it was all good. We thought, you know, it was all fine. The match was going great. The Playtime Mafia had the advantage, and then just go back and watch, after you've seen our show tonight, go back and watch the footage from last week. It was something.
It's incredibly sad.
It was sad because I love the Playtime Mafia. J-Ro obviously becoming the tag team champion, became a Grand Slam champion while doing it, which was fantastic for him. And now it lays in ruins on the ground because Cerebral Steve just, I hope we get some sort of explanation.
It would be great if we
I
could.
sure as heck couldn't get one backstage earlier, so I hope that he's a man, he grows a set of balls and he comes out here and says why he did what he did. You know, he's got to explain himself. That's my opinion. He might disagree with me.
I think he may well disagree with you, Brett, but we definitely need some understanding of what happened last week.
Because at the minute we're just completely flabbergasted and flummoxed still.
Yeah.
You know, a lot has been said about mine and Shelby's reaction to that moment. It was completely organic. It was the last thing we saw coming, and it was something. Anyway, tonight though, go on.
Clash of the.
Go on.
What's the connect?
Let's see if we were going to say the same thing. What were you going to say?
I was going to say someone else became a champion last week, but not at this company.
No.
Mr. Billy O'Keefe became the Blackheart Wrestling champion.
At another wrestling company. It's quite local to here in West Yorkshire.
It is. Blackheart Wrestling are based out of Guiseley Theatre.
Guiseley, our friends in Guiseley. Yes.
Guiseley Theatre.
I haven't been to Guiseley in years.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it at the theatre?
It's the theatre.
Oh, amazing! I know it.
First Sunday of every month. So last week, Billy O'Keefe on the 3rd, I believe, 4th of September, became
Sunday.
the
4th.
Black Heart Wrestling Champion.
Yep.
And then this week on Ignite, I believe he made his first title defence
He
here
did.
at UK
He's
Wrestling,
been a
which
busy
is pretty
boy,
cool.
hasn't he?
He has been really busy.
And tonight, he gets to do it again.
He does.
This
Defending
time.
it twice in
This
a row.
time, yeah, twice in a week. Can he hold on to it twice in a week?
Could we just not just twice within a week, twice within the week of earning the title?
All right,
it's not even been a
we're
week
doing that,
since he's
if
earned
we've
it.
been fussy, it's 3 times in a week.
That's true, yeah, 3 times in a
But
week.
it's his second title defence.
Yeah.
The UK Wrestling Genesis Ignite show is online now on YouTube. Go and watch Billy O'Keefe's first title defence against, was it Ian Creed?
Ian Creed.
I heard it was. Don't call him a creep. Him.
No.
Yes.
And I believe someone else. Ian Creed.
Oh yeah, we mentioned him earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
Cerebral
that guy.
Stick.
Yeah, him.
Cerebral
I'm trying to forget
Stick.
about him. Yeah. Anyway,
Moving on.
Tonight, Billy O'Keefe has his work cut out for him because he's not just facing one man,
He's
or
not.
2, or 3, or 4.
Nope.
He's facing 5 at the same
He's
time.
facing 5.
What's possessing Billy? I mean, I know he's got the heart of a champion. We said this at WrestleMania Aftermath that his day would come. It has.
Yeah.
He is now a champion.
Yeah.
You know, and is he thriving under the pressure, or will it be too much?
I would love to see Billy thrive under the pressure. I think Billy Two Belts sounds just
Billy
as
Two
good
Belts.
as another wrestler that we know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he definitely thrives under pressure. And I mean, his first title defense against 2 people. I mean, I think this
That was just
6-pack
a warm-up.
challenge. Yeah,
That was
the
just a
6-pack
warm-up.
challenge is going to be pretty challenging for Billy, but at the same time, I think it's
Absolutely,
manageable.
it's a 6-pack challenge, which means it's 1 fall to a finish. So I mean, he doesn't even have to be pinned to lose his belt.
That's very true.
This is dangerous.
That's
What that is.
Yeah.
Think about this.
I mean, he doesn't even have to be involved.
But do you
at
know
all
who
in
is?
the
Do you
match,
know who
does
is
he?
involved in that match?
Go on.
How the blooming heck has Chris Castle got in that match?
Oh dear.
Who's he been
I've
bribing?
just seen who's in that match, actually.
Chris Castle is in that match.
Wow.
I mean, really? Along with Momentum.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Momentum's in it. Mo deserves to be in there. Chris Castle, Young Horace is in it.
J-Ro Lewis is in it.
J-Ro Lewis. I wonder what kind of state of mind J-Ro is in after that betrayal last
Yeah.
week. And nobody's really heard or seen from J-Ro either.
No.
He can't be
And
impressed.
Bishop as well. Bishop's in
And
there.
Bishop.
And
He's
I mean,
big and
we
he's
know,
bad.
We know that Bishop and Cerebral Steve do have some ties, so I think J-Ro
Yeah.
Lewis might want to watch his back around.
And Bishop and Horace obviously
Bishop.
have been going at
And
it
they also have their ties.
the last few
Oh,
weeks,
dear.
yeah. So there's a lot of combustible elements in that.
Yeah.
And then at the heart of it, the black heart of it,
Black
there
heart
we
of it.
go.
Go on, Brett.
It's Billy O'Keefe, the champion.
Indeed,
I'm
yeah.
quite impressed with that.
That's
Thank
a
you
good
very
one.
much.
Good connector.
There you go. So that's tonight. Yeah, unbelievable. Also tonight, the UK Wrestling Television Champion's in the house.
He is. He's here.
He is. I asked him how his pizza
down.
was. He laughed at me.
Did he burn it?
I don't think he did.
No.
But the essential Paul Hubris is here tonight in this very building. And he will be in action tonight.
Well,
Yeah.
against Tommy Dillon.
The wild card
card
himself.
Tommy Dillon.
One of the voices of Genesis Ignite, I understand.
He is. He's got our job, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Along with JPR.
I know,
Doing
yeah.
a really good job. And I also heard a particular Big Duncan had my job this week.
Did he? Did he do the ladies and gentlemen,
apparently-
this contest is set for however
Apparently
many
he
falls?
did a really good
Did
imitation,
he?
which I've not seen yet.
He imitated you?
I'm a little bit
Oh, we've got to
worried.
go and watch this on YouTube
I'm
later.
a little bit worried.
Don't
but
fear
we'll
for
see
your
what
job,
happens.
Shelby. I'll make sure. I mean, after last week with what you did,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit tricky. I have Red Brocker did pull me to one side at the end of
Did
last
he
week's
tell you
show.
off?
He wasn't too happy,
Oh
but
dear.
at the same time,
I
think,
was thrilled.
he wasn't too happy, but at the same time, I think he understands my frustration. I just think I just
understand
need
your
to-
frustration. We're on about Shelby having a bit of a ding-dong hello with our former women's champion, Leonie Rose, that resulted in Shelby slapping her across the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that you said to me after? I wish I'd have slapped her harder.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think that's the thing with Leonie Rose. She's been here a while, and yes, she's had the UK Wrestling Women's Championship. But the fact that she comes out and says the UK Wrestling wouldn't have a women's division if it wasn't for her, she's not been here as long as I have, Brett.
No.
She's not been here as long as
It's
you
all
have.
her to her. It's all
And-
her.
Exactly.
But
and I put the work in before
There
she
is a
did,
but
so.
there because tonight Leonie Rose gets her match against women's champion
She
Sarah
does.
Sky. Unfortunately, Shelby, she actually could leave here the women's champion. I hate to say it.
There's potential, isn't there? But I think I don't know how. I really don't know.
Because last week Leonie Rose came out and actually did what she said she was going to do for once in her life, and she beat Alexandra Lee.
She did.
And then she came out and she did it. You know, she did it fairly. I'll give her a credit. There you go, Leonie. But then she got on the microphone and wanted Sarah. Sarah came out and went, right, okay, fine. You want the match? All you had to do was ask.
Yeah. That was a pretty good line from Sarah. All you had to do was ask me.
That was literally it. All you had to do was ask me.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She went about it the wrong way. Anyway, that match is tonight. The women's championship.
I also believe there may have been an attack by Leonie Rose on Sarah Sky on Ignite this week.
Another one.
So she's getting as many
giving her
claws
credit
in as she possibly can, Brett. So I don't really know.
Sarah might be fired up though. If that was the case, it might be dangerous for Leonie. Sarah may be a woman
with
on
all
a mission.
guns blazing today. We'll have to wait and
Maybe. Yeah, it's to come tonight though for the UK Wrestling Women's Championship.
There's a lot of titles on the line.
There is.
Tonight.
We also have to question. You have to question what's going to happen to the UK Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Sedgwick, because last week he came and saved. You remember? He came out the end of the show.
He came out
and he ran off. You know, he came and saved Big Duncan from that assault.
He did indeed.
And the Persian Empire were not very happy about this. I heard Mustafa Khan plans to address the actions of the UK Wrestling Heavyweight Champion tonight. Because in Mustafa Khan's words, it wasn't loyalty.
I mean, he doesn't have any, does he?
No, I mean, we said this on the official UK Wrestling podcast, plug. Jonathan Sedgwick said to me, he doesn't have loyalty to the Persian Empire, but he is a man of his word.
Yeah.
You know, and he is doing what, you know, the stipulations were. He is doing what he is here to do, begrudgingly, but there is no loyalty to Mustafa Khan. Mustafa Khan doesn't see it that way.
No. It's like belonging to a family, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can have their surname, but you don't necessarily have to like everything
this
they
is
like.
it, yeah. It's like you can't choose. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. Is that what they say? Yeah. And that's sort of the case
similar
here.
Situation with the Persian Empire, I believe.
Yeah, completely. So it'll be really interesting to see what Mustafa Khan has to say to Jonathan Sedgwick tonight.
Yeah.
We know that Sedgwick is here. I don't know what his frame of mind is, but we'll see.
Well, indeed.
And also, the new tag team champions are here as well. I understand.
They are.
Told Joseph and Johan.
Joey and Yoey.
Joey and Yoey.
Joey and Yoey.
Yoey and Joe. Oh God, don't. I'll start saying that. Oh no. Joey and Yoey, the new UK Wrestling Tag Team Champions in the house. See what's on their mind as well.
I feel like I'm going to get told off for Joey and
Maybe,
Yoey.
yeah. That was not me, folks. No, but I might start saying it now you've said that. Oh God. Right, that's almost it for the pre-show.
It is.
We will be back with a very special start to Friday Night Showdown. Make sure you're here for us doing some wrestling and taking everybody's mind off of everything that's happening. So that's what we're good at. And that's why we're here tonight. And we're looking forward to having a good time and entertaining you all very soon. We'll be back with Friday Night Showdown in just a few minutes.